everyone, I'm coming to you today to show you a project that I made for Elegant Embellishments. This month I didn't really do a Valentine's Day project, but I picked up these metal little tin mailboxes and I wanted to alter them. So this is one that I altered. Oops, I'm sorry, just a minute. Just one moment here. So I'm going to show you kind of all the products first, let you know the prices and kind of how much you get. So first off, we have the Lavender Lace, and you'll see where I use this in the project. I did something a little different with it this time. Dee has this gorgeous lavender lace from Elegant Embellishments. You get 2 yards, it's 3 inches wide, and the code for that is PL001, and it's $3 for 2 yards. And this really made me love lavender. I'm so into lavender lately, I just love it. So there's that. The next one product I was going to show you, I did use Olive, but she has some different cameos throughout her shop, and this is just an example. They are large, like so. I used a peach and cream cameo, a large cherub cameo, and you get 2 pieces for $1.50, so that's a really great deal. I also used her Blooming Love set. You get 20 pieces of flat back resin hearts and flowers for $1.30. That is just like insanely a good deal. So I'm going to show you the different kind of ones of that she's got. So she's got the ivory and cream heart, and then she also has these really large flat back pearl centers that are really pretty. So again, 20 pieces, combination of all of those for $1.30. Next is you get 1 yard 3 3/8 inch bridal embroidered lace, white lace 3, and this code for that, I may have had these bags mixed up. So you get this really pretty, I know I've shown this before, lace, and what I've done in my project, I'll show you, I've cut parts of it up and some parts I left whole. It is so gorgeous, and it's really a quality bridal type trim. So again, that is, you get a yard for $3.35, and it's really worth it, you guys. Her laces are really nice. And then I also used my favorite again, 1 yard of shabby vintage lace, and it's 5 inches wide. Product code VL026. This is what it looks like. I've showed this before, and it's really tattered and just really gorgeous. So I just love using this for tucking behind flower clusters and just pretty much anything. So you get 1 yard for $2.50. Really nice. And I'll show you one I used here. I actually hadn't gotten it from Dee's shop, but it is like the exact same thing, and I had found it in my stash. But she sells this 2.5 inch wide peach lace, and you do get 5 yards for $2.50, and the product code is PE001. So I thought I would share that information with you guys. I also used this really neat one, and I think she had relisted it again. You get 2 yards, and it's 1 3/4 inch wide white ruffle lace, and product code T001. So 2 yards for $5, which is $2.50 a yard. And it's like this really gorgeous organza on the bottom and lace ruffle on top. This again is really pretty for making your own flowers because it's already pleated for you. So love that. And then last but not least, I used 1 yard 2 7/8 1/8 inch bridal embroidered lace. It's white lace 4, and it's the one that has hearts on it. And you get a yard for $3.50. And this is what that one looks like. This is so cute. I mean, not just for Valentine's Day, but for everything. I just love it. And that is in a white color. Again, these take really, really well to mists and things and such. Like that. So really fun to play with. Right now she has this black Venice trim and silver Venice trim in the same pattern, but this one I have in the white. And I love cutting this up. I'll cut these off and use this top scalloped edge. And I'll also cut these out individually to use as like leaves on my flowers. And this also like glimmer mists up really well. Then I also wanted to share with you, she does have these, and she may be listing these again, so just keep an eye out for it, but she sells a pack of these in like 100, I guess, for about $4 or so, and they fit a 10mm pearl really well. They're the like blingy ribbon buckle sliders. So I used those. Let's see what else I used. Oh, last but not least, I know I said that before, but I'm missing just a couple items here to show you guys. I used her metals packs. She did have these listed for a while, maybe getting more back, so again, keep an eye out for that. I used this little drawer pull here, and I've gessoed mine on the project. I just love it. So, let me explain what I've made. So, I used that metal mailbox, and I covered it with some really shabby paper that I had. And then I wrapped this really gorgeous lace that I showed you around there. So pretty. And then this lace and pearl trim is from my stash. And then you can see here on the opening of the mailbox, I cut up some of that gorgeous bridal lace and just did a little applique there. This is a chipboard piece from the collection. And then this is the top part of this trim that I salvaged, and I just used it there. On this side, so that lace wraps all the way around, I've got the flag, which is red, and I covered it with tissue tape really well, and then painted over it with some acrylic pearl paints, which I just love those. There's one of the little flatback resin hearts. I've punched out some butterflies and put some stickles on them. This is just a pearl spray from my stash. Here's one of those gorgeous peach cameos that Dee has, and she also carries these in black. And I just dabbed some gesso or acrylic paint on that to kind of tone it down a little bit to match the paper. This is just a flower that I had from my stash in a peach color. And there's that ribbon buckle slider that I used from her, and then I put a flatback pearl in it. Behind the flower, I just put a little fan of the wide vintage lace, as you can see here. And then there's that pleated trim that I was talking about. There's just another chipboard piece from the collection and another punched out butterfly, and I always love to stickle my butterflies, or just like stickle the edges of the wings to give them a little more dimension and just to finish them off a little bit. And then for the body, I just used some bling trim from my stash. At the bottom, for the pedestal, I used a milk glass bottle because I was going to use the glass candlestick holder, but apparently I had used them all, so I thought this would be really, really fun to use. And I love hobnail, so I thought it was really just a whimsical, fun thing. Here's that gorgeous scalloped heart trim that I just wrapped all the way around, and I put cuts in there so that it would kind of lay more flat and just give it a different look. I really like that. I used a little crinkled peach seam binding around the base there. So that is that. And then when you come up to the front here, I've got this really cute piece of that trim also that I cut off the top of that one. Another little applique flower I cut from the lace, a chipboard piece. And then here's that drawer pull that I was showing you from Dee's shop. So I gessoed that, gave it a nice little texture, and then I've added these pearls to cover up like the brad holes. So then when you open it up, there's a surprise inside, but first I'm going to show you the inside. So I just covered it with the rosette trim from my stash. So inside I've made a gorgeous lace roll, and it just rolls out, and I'll kind of just show you here. I used some just muslin for the background. Then there's that wide peach lace that I had in my stash, but it is the exact same as Dee sells in her shop if you're interested in getting some. Then over the top of that is that gorgeous heart lace. I just cut out some little fairies from the collection. This is just a butterfly, like a little foam like butterfly from my stash that I got in a rack. I just put some teeny green flatback pearls there and this teeny little ribbon rose from my stash. There's that Venice trim that I cut up from Dee, and just use it as a leaf there. And there's another one there, as you can see, with this cute little ribbon flower from my stash with a little flatback pearls there. These fairies are so cute. Coming across, I've got some pearl drop trim in the shape of hearts from my stash. Another little butterfly rose, and then that cut apart from the lace. Love this one, so cute with the kitties. And then the last one, the same. Really pretty. And then I made it double-sided. So these are some little snowflake pearly doodads that she has in her shop. So I wanted to use one of those there. And then this is part of that Venice trim, that top scallop part that I was telling you about, and I just cut that apart and put a little piece of that underneath. This one just has a crocheted flower that I got in a rack with one of her flatback resin hearts. Isn't that cute? This is one of her resin birds. I used that for my personal stash because I thought it went really well with the hot air balloon and the birds. Just a little doily, and another one of her cute little pearl centers. This one here, just another butterfly. And then down here, just some lace from my stash, just a little scrap piece, flatback pearls, and then I just tied a knot with some scrap piece of lace there and put one of her resin centers there, the pearl snowflakes. And then behind on this one, as you can see, I used her lavender lace behind her gorgeous bridal lace to give it kind of a purple background. So that is my little lace roll that goes in there, and I made this really quick this afternoon. I thought it turned out really pretty. So, you know, I was going to put like a little message in the inside, but I'm really actually just loving the pictures, so I might just leave it that way. And it just wraps up and goes in the mailbox, just like a little letter or a message. And the cover just goes right back on. So that is my cute little altered mailbox, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please go check out Elegant Embellishments. Right now till February 28th, she is running a deal where you can use my product code Matea15, and I'll put it in the link below, Enter it exactly as stated. It is case sensitive, so if you don't, it'll just bring up an error message. You spend more than $15 and you get 15% off your total purchase. So please go check it out. Go check out the other designers' channels. It's a lot of fun. So I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye.